So in today's video we're going to show you how to set up the Compex SP 8.0. This is a wireless device. It's great for strengthening muscle, it's great for endurance, and it's great for recovery. In this one today we're going to go through strengthening and how you set it up for that exact task. What we're going to show today is we're going to show how you strengthen the wrist extensors, which can be utilized as an eccentric overload for things like tennis elbow. So what I like to do for the wrist extensors is to use the longer pads. Basically this means that you tend to get over all the wrist extensors, as opposed to if you use the smaller pads you tend to get only some of them, which basically means you end up getting some radial deviation or ulnar deviation going on in there as well. So you just want to try and get as much wrist extension work as you can. So you can stick them on the skin first and then attach the snap-on electrodes after. I prefer doing it the other way around, however. So if I open the box and we get the wireless electrode, so as we can see here, we just basically clip it in and there's one. So what you do then, peel it off, and then basically where the wrist extensor epicondyle is, here, you want to go just below that. Yep, so you want to be making sure you're over them wrist extensors. Then you get the other pad. Harder to do it on yourself than on a patient. And you go down into more the muscle belly. You don't want to go too far down. You don't want to go down into the tendons. You want to stay on the muscle belly and close to the insertion. So there you go. So then you press the power button and that brings it on. And we're ready to set up the machine. So firstly, we press the power button. We come to the menu. If we go down, we can see the different areas here. If you come across, that brings you into that menu. So as you can see, conditioning is there. So if you click on conditioning, you can take it down until you get to strengthening. So if we click the middle button to get onto strengthening, you can allocate the body part. This doesn't matter too much. There you go, you can see it over, and it shows you how you can place your pads as well. So if you go into strengthening, you've got 3 different levels. So the aim is to start on the easier level and over time increase. So we start on the first level there. Obviously you can see that the battery is pretty charged. It's the power is on there for. So what we do then is we press the middle button again. Then it scans. So as we can see here, some twitching going on of the muscle.
Perfect.
Okay, then it brings you to this menu here. So at this point, if we press the power button, we can see that we can skip. So we can move forwards, which skips the warm-up. We can move backwards, which takes the warm-up on. So if we want to run the warm-up first, then we come to here and we press up. Now what it'll do is, it'll just incrementally increase to find the ideal amount of intensity. So as you can see here, it's twitching away. And this is kind of what the warm-up does. So the warm-up on this machine will just take you gently to where you need to be. What you want is comfortable, but increasing over time intensity of this intermittent contraction. So that'll run through the whole warm-up like that. Now if you want to skip ahead because you're already warmed up for whatever reason, then you can come back to this, you can press the middle button, which will pause it. You can skip across, which brings you over to this point here, and it'll say 0 to 40 on this particular one. So you click on the power button again, and it'll say press up to continue. This time, when you press up, you're going to need to increase it gradually. So we press up now, and we'll get a strong contraction occurring. That's what you're looking for, as strong a contraction as you can get. As you can see, I'm increasing the contraction, and I aren't controlling this, but you can see my wrist extensors are extending out now. Now I can eccentrically come back against it, but that's more an advanced technique. And then it's on the relaxation bit. So you only increase when it's on the contraction. So when it kicks in, if I want to increase it, it'll kick in any minute now. There's the beep, and then it kicks in. Then it extends the wrist. That's it. So what you want to do here is hold against it. So static contraction. So it'll kick in now, and I'm just going to hold wrist in position. There you go, and I just fight against the contraction. Now once you get better and you're getting more acclimatized to this, then you can start to do dynamic work. What this means is you want to turn it up to the point where you can actually work against it. So if we show you this now, so it's about to kick in. So you let it come up and you pull down against it, you let it come up, you pull down against it, you let it come up, yeah. So you repeat that while it's in the contraction phase. Then it goes into the relaxation phase and you wait again until you kick in again. The key here is, first of all, only do this for 5 cycles of contraction, because you'll get a lot of muscle soreness, delayed onset muscle soreness from this. So it's going to kick in again and I pull down against it. Up again, pull down against it, and generally get 2 in there. So once your muscle soreness dies down, then you can increase to 10 cycles, and then for 15 cycles, and so on and so forth, till you're fully running the program length. And like I say, on this one, that's 40 cycles of contraction. So again, up it goes, pull down against it, up it goes, pull down against it. Now the other thing is that you want to make sure, because of the eccentric overload, that you don't train this every day. You probably want to train it with 48 hours. Every 48 hours, then you can train. So that's it for strengthening.